Perfect.
This is an emergency transmission. Citizens of the world, please, make no mistake. The zombie apocalypse is near. Will you cower and hide, or join us and fight? We are Dezombified, so stay on point and watch your six.
They're here.
Hello, hello. How's everybody doing in the chat today? Mayday, mayday! Where are my other Honeyz gone? Oh no! They've been replaced. But who is it?
I want to play. May I play? Please?
Oh, yes, you can.
Yay! I'm Kenny Dreadful, everybody. Hi. Happy May Day, guys.
Hey, if anybody can hear us, can you flood the chat with your green hearts or your ears, whichever. Want to see some brains.
Brains.
Such a shame that the other ones cannot join in, but that's okay. Mr. Dreadful's lots of fun.
And we also have with us Dun, 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 the one and only. That's right, you guessed it, Alistair. Alistair is with us too. So it's gonna be a fun show.
Ladies and gentlemen.
How have you been doing, Dame? How's your day going?
Going pretty good. I made a nice little cake that looks like a flower wreath for today.
Ooh.
But why? I'll explain more.
You know something? If you sent us the photo, we could probably show it. If you sent it to us like on Twitter. In our DM.
No, my camera's not operational right now, but I might later.
Okay.
Who knows? But as a nice little hint for people of this holiday, even if you do not celebrate it, it's a nice excuse to make gumdrop into roses.
Gumdrops into roses?
Yes, you can. You can do it that way. I've actually followed a tutorial online, believe it or not. That's some of my inspiration, but you can do that. It's very simple. Just get it with, crystal sugar, roll it, flatten it, and then you put it onto a stick in a certain shape, and you can actually make your little rosebud.
Oh, that's so neat.
Yeah, so it's a nice little lolly thing you can actually give to your sweetie. Whichever you are, it does not matter.
It's a sweet craft. Yeah, it's a sweet confection for May Day, guys. So if you're into May Day, and if you have a significant other, why don't you go online and check out the tutorial and give them a sweet tasting surprise today?
Yes.
Wow, we have quite a few wonderful people with us today in the chat.
Oh.
Would you like to say hello to them?
Oh, sure.
Wonderful.
Hello, Cleaving Thought from Bone, also known as Sabian. The Joker's Demise. Our evil resident clown, how are you doing? Causing more mayhem. Then we have the Fear of the Great White.
Hi!
We have Xena Ray. Nice name, I like that one.
Me too.
And we have Realities in Perspective. Rick Brab. Ooh, nice person. Always like that name, Rick. Very appealing. We have the Unseelie Turtle.
Ooh, nice. It's good to have you, Unseelie.
Yeah. Any more lurkers? Don't be shy. Come on. I don't bite.
Unless you want us to. Ooh. So we also have Rick Brab. Thanks for being here, Rick.
Oh, you're so cool, Brewster.
Oh, yes. Thanks for reminding me, Joker. Don't forget to like, share, especially that rule that you learned in kindergarten. And you beat that bell into submission. Subscribe.
Yes.
You know you want to.
Yes, beat it into submission.
But anyway, on to May Day. Ever wonder about why we give each other flowers?
No, tell me why.
Or why we say in distress of May Day?
No, I don't. Like Mayday, Mayday. Oh. No, I do not.
Well, let's jump in the Horror Honeyz time machine, shall we?
Yes, let's.
We're going to go way back, people, thousands of years. And you're going to learn the origin of this. Yeah.
I'm just trying to make a time machine sound. I don't even know.
But it's nice. Alright, here we go. Since ancient times, the May season has been a celebration of merriment. The appearance of flowers after a cold winter season signals the promise of warm summer days to come. Many of the modern celebrations of May are rooted in ancient pagan traditions that honor the earth and the forces of renewed life. In many Christian and European regions, nature was perceived as a goddess, and from this ancient concept evolved the modern Mother Nature personification.
Oh,
they take that
awesome.
seriously. They take it seriously, and you'll know how serious they are.
Okay.
May Day celebrations are a time to acknowledge the return of growth and the end of decline within the cycle of life. The rites of May are rooted in ancient fertility festivals that can be traced back to the great mother festivals of the Hellenistic period of Greco-Roman religion. The Romans inherited the celebration of May from earlier Latin tribes, such as the Sabines. The ancient Roman festival of Floralia is one of the celebrations of this year. This festival culminated in May 1st with offerings of flowers and garlands to the Roman goddesses Flora and Maya, for whom the month of May is named. Wreaths mounted on a pole, which was adorned with a flower garland, were carried in street processions in honor of the goddess. So, kind of like the Tournament of Roses, but on a far deeper level.
The Tournament of Roses? You mean The Bachelor? What's the Tournament of Roses?
Oh, this is far beyond that.
But what is that, the Tournament of Roses?
It's a competition, and also, I remember it a very long time ago that they had floats made out of flowers.
Really?
I don't know if they still do that, but yeah, they did that a very long time ago. I've seen it before on YouTube a few times, but yeah, they have done that.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't know if they're still doing it, but it'll be great. Here's some more about the Roman Empire. Those crazy Romans. What don't they do?
They do it all.
Oh yeah. With the expansion of the Roman Empire into Gaul and the British Isles, the festivals of May were introduced into Celtic religion. Various aspects of May celebrations, such as the blessing of holy wells, are traceable to the ancient Roman festival of Fontinalia, which focused upon offerings to spirits that revived wells and streams. Even the maypole itself is derived from the archaic Roman religion. So, pretty much the term erecting poles is a lot more ancient than we realize, people.
Wow, erecting poles. So, okay, so this whole, it's all about life and, you know, fertility, as you're saying. So
yes.
It's kind of like Viagra, before Viagra was around.
Pretty much. It was like their spiritual Viagra.
Interesting.
I thought to do this sort of thing is what you can do to help things and be lucky in love.
Right, yeah. To propagate, right? And you know, make more abundance of life. I think, you know, a lot of the animals from the woodland creatures, they wait till spring, I guess, to mate as well.
Yes.
Because they come out of hibernation from the long winter's rest. And when they wake up, they're ready to eat and get busy and make more babies.
Yep, and this holiday celebrates that.
Awesome. You know, I'm all about this holiday.
Oh yeah, you will. You're gonna love more about it too.
It's my favorite holiday now.
Oh, Alistair has something to comment on that. All right. Yes, we have done our celebrations on that while alive, but we had our secret flower language when we give blossoms to our beloved. What do you mean by flower language? Each flower had a meaning, a code.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So like roses had a meaning, and like tulips or daffodils or whatever flowers, each flower has a meaning?
Yes.
Whoa.
We were not as vocal as you folk are today, but it was a quiet way of showing our feelings to a person.
Oh, that's sweet. Whoops, I think we have someone at the door. You want to go see who
is it?
Oh, I'll tell you. It is Sock Gobbling, the amazing WTF.
Oh, how appropriate for today, huh?
Exactly.
Hi.
Thanks for joining us, Saki. All right.
But could you give an example of what kind of flowers mean something? Yes, I shall. Red roses are a sign of passion. Yellow ones meant you are a friend to them. But it can also mean jealousy. Ooh, that's not good.
Wow. So it has a double meaning. So do most flowers have double meanings? Or it's just a red rose?
Yeah. No, red roses are explanatory.
Okay.
However, a little warning
Mm-hmm.
to everyone. Okay?
Yes.
Beware of snapdragons.
What are snapdragons? I must say I've never heard of those.
Oh, it's a type of yellow flower. It almost looks like a daffodil, but a little bit different. Or you can use a visual aid on that one. But yeah, what are snapdragons? The person is obsessed and wishes to take you by force. Oh, okay, that's a warning.
That's the stalker's flower. Whew.
Yes, or people call it yandere nowadays.
Oh no.
Okay, we just revived something, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. I'm sorry. Who is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Cleaving Thought from Bones. Thank you for joining
Ooh.
us.
Hi. Hello, Sabian.
So keep those flowers away from me. Those are the scary stalker flowers. Tell me some more
Yes.
about flowers, Alistair.
Very well. A pansy means you occupy my thoughts.
Well, I gotta be a pansy though.
What else? Marigolds mean you hold the person sacred.
Aw, those are sweet marigolds. That's awesome. Whoops,
Yes.
we got somebody else at the house in the front of the door, knocking the doorbell. Guess who's here?
Oh, who is it?
Pam Smith.
Oh, hey Pam! Good to see you!
Hi.
Glad you could make it.
Yes, thank you for being here. We're discussing May Day. Happy May Day!
Yellow lilies mean you respect the person and you are grateful to them.
Okay, we got some good flowers now. Now we're cooking. Marigolds, the daisies. All right.
Daisies mean innocence as well, as I know personally, but yeah, these are nice messages to give to somebody. But stay clear of the snapdragons. They're scary.
Mm-hmm. Don't.
Stay clear of those.
If you ever see a snapdragon in the front of your door, I suggest you run fast. And don't look back.
Yes, run hard, run fast. That's a warning, people.
Because you don't want anybody crazy showing up at your door talking about.
Oh. Oh, that's scary.
Mm-hmm.
That is really scary. Shall we move on to other
Yes.
customs?
Yes, let's do it.
Here we go. Says the maypole is traditionally a tall pole garland with greenery or flowers, and often hung with ribbons that are woven into complex patterns by a group of dancers. Such performances are the closest echoes of ancient dances around the living tree and spring rites, designed to ensure fertility. Tradition varies as to the type of wood used for the maypole. In some accounts, the traditional wood is ash or birch. In others is cypress or elm. The concept can be traced to a figure known as Hermai, which was placed at the crossroads throughout Roman Empire. The Hermes is a pillar-like figure sporting the upper torso of a god or spirit. It was a symbol of fertility and often embellished by an erect phallus protruding from the pillar. So yeah, using your magic wand to keep things at bay.
You want to, yeah, that's, okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. It says the earliest terms were especially wooden columns upon which a ritual mask was hung. In time, to reduce replacement costs, the Romans began making the herms from stone instead of wood. A lot more practical.
I mean, they really needed to make it out of the stone, so it could be really, really hard. You know?
Oh yeah. Careful if it's covered with fungus. You don't know where it's been.
You know, you're gonna have to go to the go to the clinic after that.
Yes, try to explain what happened. I dare you.
Oh my God, Becky.
If only you knew how I got this fungus in my snatch.
Yep. Try to explain that. I dare you. I really do.
Oh boy, that's crazy.
It says, in May, the herms were adorned with flowers, and greenery and sacred offerings were placed before it. This and other practices in ancient Italian paganism were carried by the Romans throughout most of the continental Europe into the British Isles.
You know, a lot of I know that a lot of other cultures, they also do this for I know that the like the Indians have like rain dances if there's a drought, because you know they need to their crops, you know, need the water. So I know that across different, you know, cultures, there's some sort of fertility ritual, or some sort of ritual or something they do to bring forth, you know, abundance, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, so it's no different.
Right.
Every culture has their own stance on that sort of thing.
See, my culture, normally what we do is we like to play some like you know, some Barry White, you know, have a bottle of wine, you know, and then, you know, and that's how our, you know, fertility rituals normally start.
Yes, in fact, things haven't really. The principle's the same, but things haven't really changed too much as far as that goes. So we're learning it's a lot more ancient than we think. So something that has survived for several millennia and it's still sexy, that is all the power to you. That means something,
you need to run the warm bath, you know, you got to put the bubble bath in there, and, you know, put some flower petals in there, some rose petals, and, you know, you just got to light some scented candles, and, you know.
Oh, burn some nice flower incense. Any kind of floral scent. Oh, that drives me crazy.
Amazing. I love it.
Yes.
So, Alistair.
Here's some more.
Tell me some more.
Here's some more. From him. Okay.
Right.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Yes. We also used different color ribbons on the maypole itself, and usually handled by all women, but I like it when a circle of both men and women interlace the ribbons while dancing. It is a nice form of flirtation, but there were a few deviants who would smack a woman on the rump as she parts from the man. Oh, okay, so they're just being sneaky that way, huh? Yes, they were, and I was not happy when one had done that to my sister. Oh, yikes. I don't blame you for that. I would be pissed too. Yeah, so when they did the maypole dancing back then, there was like a circle of women that would do one way and then the other men would do it the other way, so kind of interlacing the ribbons. And you know, there's some that get that opportunity. If they like a certain woman in that circle, he would smack her on the rump, and that's not acceptable, and especially doing it to a sister. Oh geez, that just ruins the party. Anyway, I'll continue. It says, many festivals commonly incorporate elements of pre-Christian worship related to agricultural themes. In ancient times, the young male was chosen to symbolize the spirit of the plant kingdom, known by such names as Jack and the Green, Green George, and the Green Man. He walked in a procession through the villages, symbolizing his return as spring moves towards summer. Typically, a pretty young woman bearing the title Queen of the May led the procession. She was accompanied by a young man selected as the May King, typically symbolized by the Jack and the Green. The woman and man, also known as the May Bride and Bridegroom, carried flowers and other symbols of fertility related to agriculture.
Oh wow, that's interesting. So you know, I know that the Jolly Green Giant, is he something like would be like considered something like that?
Actually, technically speaking, he's the modern version of that, if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if the Hulk counts.
He likes to smash things though. Hulk
Yes.
smash!
Yeah, just as much as Alistair was in Hulk mode when somebody, like a man smacked his sister on the rump
On the
during
rump.
the maypole dance.
Oh dear.
Yeah, he was not happy about it. At all. I don't blame him at all.
You said the poles used to be made out of like birch or something?
Yeah.
Well, now the poles are made out of chrome, stainless steel. When you find them, women dancing around the poles now.
Well, I guess it's no different than the old ancient statues, so I guess that's a lot more reliable.
I'm pretty
Having
sure.
an iron will to get what you want.
I'm pretty sure if your goal was to, be fertilizing stuff, then that dancing is gonna get it done.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you, it works every time.
Yes, it is. Far more reliable than morning wood, when you say so.
I think so. I think so. It's a lot less work probably too.
Yes.
But hey, somebody else came to the door.
Oh, who was it?
A spooky boo.
Hey, Spooky. Spooky Cookie. That's my nickname for you now. You like it or no?
Of course.
I wonder if she likes it or not.
Let's see. Someone is saying, if I'm a new Horror Honey, this is just temporary because me and Mina, as well as Mary P and excuse me, Bathsheba, Mary P. Oh, no. Sorry. And oh my God, something in my throat. Yes, and Bathsheba, Mary P, and me and Mina, they can't be here today, so I offered to step in to hang out with Dame. So I'm not an honorary horror. I was gonna say horny honey. I'm not.
Well, it's appropriate for today, isn't it?
It is. Well, maybe for today I'll be a horny honey, but honorary. Oh my.
That means that there's thorns in the honey? I wonder.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah. Oh, here's some more. It says the connection to the tree to May celebrations is quite ancient and is rooted in tree worship throughout Europe. The belief that the gods dwelled within trees was widespread. Later, this tenet diminished into the belief that the spirit of vegetation resided in certain types of trees, such as the oak, ash, and hawthorn. In many parts of Europe, young people would gather branches and carry them back to their villages on May 1st morning, suspending them in the village square with a tall pole. Bringing newly budding branches into the village was believed to renew life for everyone. Dances were performed around this maypole to ensure that everyone was connected or woven into the renewing forces of nature. So, if anything, it was also a way to promote community harmony, as well as if everybody dances together with those ribbons.
What is... Wow. You know something? Someone in the chat said, what's the meaning of belladonna? Would you happen to know?
Well, belladonna is actually known as deadly nightshade, and it's a very deadly poison.
Ooh.
And also it was once used to help dilate somebody's eyes and make your eyes kind of a little bit more puffy and more attractive in that way, but it's been discontinued. Fortunately, it's part of the deadly fashions that we have covered. And belladonna means beautiful woman, and it was associated with that beauty treatment that they have done back then. So, yeah, it's quite poetic in that way, isn't it?
Let me ask you a question. Have you seen, because everything here is pretty, like, you know, positive and stuff like that, but there was some negativity with the maypole as far as a movie's concerned. It was The Wicker Man.
Oh, yes.
What do you know about that?
As far as the Wicker Man is concerned, they primarily either Beltane, but mostly primarily on the summer solstice, and it was a way to promote a sacrifice, so to speak, to the gods. They believe that doing that on this time of fertility is to get something in return within the next harvest, and it was the marking time when things were at its strongest and most fertile. And this way, if you give a sacrifice to the gods and appease them through this effigy and burning usually prisoners from other tribes and other countries, that you would actually achieve this. And they were quite superstitious and quite less friendly back then, as to put it that way, and they thought it was a necessary thing to do, and that's why it was related to that. So the maypole, as far as that's concerned, it's actually a lot more gentle, a lot more civilized as compared to what they had to do in order to feel like they are bringing this fertility to the land that they need. As they were very much into agriculture and they worshipped it like a living, breathing thing, and they feel that by giving this of themselves, they'll be given back of what they need and want. Everything comes at a price.
So in the early days of this ritual for the maypole, do you know if there was any human sacrifices? Or it was...
Some were, some were not, but some of them actually sacrificed mostly animals instead of usually humans. But there was another fun custom that they believed by having animals going through a ring of fire is to protect them from the evil fairies from cursing their lands. And cows were a very important commodity back then. You had to rely on it. That was your bread and butter, literally. You had to protect what is precious, and they had to do that on this type of fertility and adding a little bit of spookiness to this holiday. But May Day, Beltane in itself, is actually the opposite twin to Samhain, also known as Halloween. They're polar opposites of one another, and they are on cross-quarter holidays. Halloween is between autumn and winter. It's that transitional time. Well, as Beltane now is between summer and spring.
So it's like a yin and a yang, yeah.
Yes, so we are the opposite twin to Halloween, and paranormal activity happens. Some fairy mischief does happen, and sometimes ghosts may visit you during this time. So, for people who are into creepypastas and anything that with ghost contact, this is also a nice little opportunity. It's not exactly with spooky pumpkins and black cats about, but welcome them with flowers. I think that's just as pleasant, wouldn't you say so?
Unless it's daisies and you're pushing them up. You ever heard of that expression? You'll be pushing up daisies.
There you go. We can apply that. That's a nice little funny pun. To put it that way. Is also the dead enjoy lilies.
They do.
That's very traditional, or white roses. You can put it that way. But yes, this is an opportunity for spirit contact. At any time. Anything could happen, people. Be careful.
What's your favorite flower, Dame?
My favorite flower?
Yeah.
It can vary. I'm actually fond of bluebells.
Oh, those are pretty.
As well as, I like daisies, I like roses of any kind. It's a nice little variety with me. I have a soft spot for white lilies as well, believe it or not, oddly. Considering my occupation, being a Grim Reaper and all.
Right. I kind of like orchids.
Oh yes, they are very delicate. They are lovely. As well as marigolds, they have a nice little pattern to them.
Sunflowers are nice too. Love sunflowers.
Geraniums.
Cleaving Thought from Bone says they love cookies. Well, okay.
Who doesn't like cookies?
I know, right? I was so tempted to pick up some macadamian Pepperidge Farm cookies.
Yeah.
I love those. It's like the chocolate chip, but they have macadamia nuts in them. Oh, so good. What's your favorite cookie, Dame? Let me guess. Is it a blondie? No. Is it a pecan sandy?
No, I rarely ever eat cookies, but I have to say the closest to it is I love Fig Newtons.
Fig Newtons are really nice.
As well as I have a soft spot for Oreo cookies every so often, but I restrain those to at least once a month or so.
Do you mean the double stuff?
Diet.
The double stuff Oreos?
Any kind. I'm not picky.
You know, I
any kind of Oreo.
I seen because I was at the supermarket earlier this morning, and I seen some lemon Oreo cookies. Have you tried those?
Oh, not yet, but I will soon.
I was thinking about snatching those up. Pam Smith says that her youngest son is a Taurus.
Ooh, so am I.
And they also say that something comes out when anxiety is high and they get mean and stupid. Well, Pam, I guess we could all be mean and stupid sometimes, so don't feel bad about it. It's okay.
No, I've seen a lot worse, trust me.
Unleash the quantum gerbil launchers.
Oh no. Those furry messes. Get away.
Evacuate the city.
No.
Oh my.
But here's another fun little tradition for those who are savage and very daring and you have that little daredevil inside of you. Another tradition too during this time is to jump over a bonfire.
What?
I'm not joking.
Wait a minute. Let me process this for 1 second. I am not jumping over fire. I get flashbacks from Finding Nemo.
Or jump over a use it by a trampoline. Jump over a small fire.
Okay. How about this? I'll jump over a lit match. Does that count?
I think so.
How about a candle?
It doesn't say what size of the fire it is, just as long as you jump over a fire.
How about if it's a drawing of a fire? Does it count?
Nah, I don't think so.
Man.
Or you can do it the safe way and get a bowl of candles, light those, and jump over it.
That is true.
I've done that before, but the thing is that when you jump over the fire, you're supposed to make a wish on this day. And also another thing to do too is that if you cannot deliver your flowers to somebody, no matter what kind they are, no matter what kind of message you want to convey, it's also customary to get a little basket of your flowers, go to your sweetheart, ring the bell, and ding dong ditch, and leave your flowers there. Do it that way.
You know who wants to ding dong ditch me? A Venus flytrap. A sock goblin. Why would you want to leave me a Venus flytrap? He said it came out of Fear the Great White's sock. Well, all right. That must be a pretty toxic toxic Venus flytrap.
Okay, that leaves into some clues, doesn't it?
Oh my. So tell me, Alistair, do you have any other flowers that you could tell us about?
Yes. If you miss a person very dear to you, say it with a zinnia.
A zinnia?
Yes.
And how is that spelled? With a Z?
Yes, it's spelled Zinnia.
Ah. Mysterio, a zinnia. If you're missing someone, you say it with a zinnia, guys. What color is a zinnia?
Appropriate flower for a funeral as well. Or if somebody is not doing well and they're isolating themselves, you can do it with a zinnia and say, I missed you very much. Please come back. You know?
Let me ask you a question, Dame. So a flower, it gives off it's beautiful, you know, scents, and they bloom. So how about the cannabis flower? What's that good for? When do you present? What does that mean? What does that mean?
I would have to say, in my personal opinion, if you're doing that on May Day, I have to say it's saying you need to relax. You need to relax. I worry about your stress. I do it out of love. I think that's what it's saying.
Happy May Day!
Or if you really want to get your point across to somebody who's egotistical, send them a narcissus.
There's actually a flower named Narcissus?
Yes.
Really?
After that old myth of Narcissus falling in love with himself and ignoring a girl named Echo.
Oh.
Yeah, he died and drowned loving his own reflection, and he became a flower, Narcissus.
Wow, that's interesting. I love that story. It's cool.
So, for somebody who's egotistical and doesn't get the point, send that to them.
you know something, Dave.
Or if somebody is leaving your life
Right.
and you want to say a goodbye flower, a periwinkle.
Periwinkles. Oh, those are so nice. Let me tell you something. That's a nice color, periwinkle.
Yeah.
It is a very
And
nice
it means
color.
sweet memories. Meaning that you'll never forget them and they're always very sweet. So leaving them in their thoughts. So I like this flower language. It's a nice way of getting a message across, but quiet.
Right to the point. If it's a rose
Yes.
thorn.
Or an iris. If somebody is your best friend and they're lonely, say that your friendship means so much to me. That's what it means.
Okay, now we got to get into some vulgar ones. Tell me some of the vulgar ones. If you want to tell somebody to get the fuck out of here, what you send them?
A skunk flower.
Ah, skunk flower. Okay, you heard it here, ladies and gentlemen.
A skunk blossom. They do not
Skunk
smell
blossom.
pleasant at all. Oh no, they are awful. That's just putting it mildly. Or garlic. Garlic, especially if they are draining you, so literally treat them like a vampire.
That's right.
You know, send them a garlic bulb. There you go.
We don't take that mess kindly around here.
Nope. Nope. Besides, eating garlic enough is offensive. The breath smells awful, so I think that's a nice little meaning. It gets the point across very well.
Yes, I believe so. Oh,
But
damn.
here's
I
some
had
other
such a
things
great
around
time
the
with you
world.
here today. I really have to say, thank you
Oh.
for inviting me to hang out with you today.
Oh,
So,
thanks. Do you want me to leave some nice little factoids from around the world?
Sure, that'd be great.
Here's some other things that people do for May Day celebrations. In Switzerland, a small May pine tree is often placed under a girl's window to have her become fertile. It's like a good luck thing.
Oh, that's cute.
Yes. And in Germany, it's custom for boys to secretly plant May trees in front of the windows of their sweethearts.
Wow.
From that part, and that was a nice, quiet way of saying, "Hey, I'm interested in you."
Yeah, that's really
Way back when
That's some
things
that's
had to be so
devotion.
modest. Yeah. And in Greece, it says, Greek children set out early in the morning to search for the first swallow of spring, meaning the bird. When the bird is located, the children go from door to door singing songs of spring. The neighbors in turn offer special treats to the children as fruits, nuts, and cakes. It's a pleasant way of trick or treat. I wonder if they still do that.
I'm not sure. That would be interesting to find out.
Oh, and here's something for Christians in France. It says, the month of May is sacred to the Virgin Mary. Virgins, young girls, serve as May queens and lead processions in honor of the Virgin Mary, carrying a statue of her crowned with flowers. Cows appear in French May Day festivals, possibly as the remnant of a forgotten mother image or a symbol of fertility and nurturing. And
Ooh.
also they are draped around the cow's tail as they are led along in street parades. To touch one of the cows is believed to bring good luck, and everyone makes the attempt.
This is what saddens me, With all
Yeah.
the crazy stuff that's happening in the world today, it's hard to want to just go out and go to different places now to observe others' cultures and their practices. It's a damn shame. But it's good to hear about it. It's good to look into it and research it, until things do calm down eventually and people could just go and go as they please.
And here's the thing I like about Beltane is that it's not as restrictive as with Valentine's Day. There's no rules about saying that only the boys are to give the girls something. There's no rules about that. You can give flowers to anybody.
Really?
It does not matter at all. But it depends on what kind of flower you give that person to get that message across. And also there are flowers that are exchanged between family members as well. So again, just use the right kind of flower to get your point across, and it'll be fine from there.
How about black roses?
I guess to some people consider it to be an elegant dark thing, but other people tell it as, oh no, they're going to kill me. But for people like us, it does not matter. We take it as a big flattery, per se. Another reason why I think this holiday should be promoted is it's actually good for the economy. People invest in ribbons and streamers and cakes and candies, and the floral companies would be very grateful.
Yes, that is true.
Yes, they'll make so much money.
Yeah, they definitely, can make so much money, making a lot of money from Valentine's Day, so.
Yes. Yes, and also some people ask me, is this some hippie thing? And I said, no, it's a lot more ancient than you realize.
Mm-hmm. Before hippies existed.
It's like, are we allowed to eat meat at it? I said, you can eat anything. It's very ancient.
Even leg
There's no rules
tacos
against
if you
that.
want, yeah.
Yes, you can do it that way. If you want to. What better way to say I love you by giving a
piece of
zombie a
your
leg
leg.
taco?
Mm-hmm. In the taco, yeah.
It's like I love you from my head down to my toes, and they're served for lunch.
I was working out at the gym, doing nothing but legs for like the past month. So I'm gonna give you a nice bit of my calf here. Put into this taco with some guacamole and some, tomatoes and some onions. Just eat it up. Eat it.
Watch, there's going to be a floral assault. I guarantee you.
I bet.
The pollen's going to spread like crazy.
Mm-hmm. You know that.
Hey, look out for tonight. Watch for some paranormal activity. Something could happen.
You never know.
Yes. And especially sock goblins being on the rampage and like to steal stuff during this time.
Yep, and speaking of sock goblin, he says, at Dame Saturday, I still want to know about Belladonna Alistair.
Oh. I already explained it on that part. He doesn't need to explain even more.
Okay, you heard that.
But, oh, okay, hold on a sec.
Mm-hmm.
I have a parting message for everyone who is cynical and doubting on whether they will get a sweetheart. Okay. This is a day of miracles. You never know unless you try, and if you are bashful, get your bouquet shamelessly and leave it for the person to ponder.
Who gave me this damn bouquet? Where did it come from? Who's my secret admirer? Drive him crazy.
Yes, it's an oldie but a goodie. It's been around for centuries, people, and it still works today.
Mm-hmm.
It's no different. Go for it. And he's saying, if you love somebody, you never know unless you actually try. It's better to know than to ponder what if. And it'll just drive you crazy.
It would drive me crazy, I'll tell you that. Who gave me these damn flowers? They're so beautiful. I want to just love you.
Unless they're snapdragons. Stay away.
Yes, stay away from the damn snapdragons. You run the other way as fast as you can.
Yes, that's the yandere flower.
But real quick, we have a new friend that just came to the door.
Oh,
Guess who it is? It is the one and only Meow.
Josie Kitty.
Yes, Josie Kitty.
Bye.
Tell Mama we said hello. Hello, Governor.
Yes. Yes, she's a sweet lady. I met her before.
Nice. Pam Smith says violets are the only flower my kid's godmother is not allergic to.
Wow. Why not? I say go for it.
You know, the only flower my mother-in-law is not allergic to is poison ivies. She loves those.
That is odd.
Just kidding.
That's a superpower right there. Like, it's something that's
Imagine.
poisonous to other people and it does not bother her. That is something.
Oh boy. Okay, good. Sly Goblin is working on a pentagram of bacon right now as we speak, trying to conjure up Mary P. You do that. Conjure up Mary P, damn it.
Let's see what happens. A big birthday experiment.
You never know.
Bake
Or instead, if you want to be witchy and have a nice floral theme, get roses and make a star out of that.
That's cute. I like that.
I like that far better. It's a lot less scary, as most people like to demonize certain things. And it's actually a lot more pleasant when you say so.
I think so.
Yeah. So keep that in mind. If you love somebody and you're not sure and you're very shy, do it. This is the opportunity to do so. Do that May Day celebration custom.
Yes,
Be
buy
daring.
some snapdragons, please.
Well, that's actually where they have the creepy pasta. Feature snapdragons. There you go. That's a nice little inspiration for you.
That's right. There you go. So you know something? I can't believe it, but we've already been on for an hour. Time sure flies around here.
Yes, it does.
How do you girls get anything done at 3 p.m. on a Saturday is beyond me. It just...
Our secret. You're not supposed to know.
Tell me your secret, please.
No.
Tell me in my ear now.
We sacrifice.
Okay.
We sacrifice teddy bears.
Oh, that's a good idea. I'm trying to. And Patches said, wait a minute. Patches is out there. What you mean you sacrifice teddy bears?
No.
Patches
No,
is going to
fine,
come get you.
Just find there's others that are competition with you. Like, there's no other teddy bear but Patches. There can only be one.
Oh gosh, everybody, you know what? Give a big applause to Alistair and Dame Saturday. They've been amazing today, you know. I gotta say, thank you for inviting me.
Thank you, good sir.
It's been so much
As he
fun.
says it.
I'm gonna let you take us on out of here, girlfriend.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Leave me that responsibility?
Yes.
All right. I get my scythe. Remember, everybody, happy May Day. Say with flowers. And remember, bittersweet
Sweet
dreams.
dreams.
Bye.
Good night, Puddin'. These